Welcome. Happy Saturday. Sub-maximal loads. Had a couple conversations about this yesterday. As a trainer for a long time and someone who has pushed the boundaries of what my body has been able to do, I was strictly linear strength, straight line strength. So you're speaking to that bench press, your squats, deadlifts, curls, all the things that you see a lot of trainers do all the time, and that's how they define strength. That's fine. More power to them. However, when it comes to using sub-maximal load, you can essentially flush the system and reorganize fascial tissue and reorganize the way in which a movement pattern is created within the body. Having said that, so as I said, my history, always going really heavy, always pushing the boundaries of what I was able to do. Every week was, let's add another 5 pounds, let's add another 10 pounds. Let's try and take this exercise and make it as heavy as we can. Other days were, okay, I'm gonna sprint this mile, I'm gonna do 20 minutes of jump rope. And so there was never this, that was the spectrum. I was here or I was here. There was never the in-between or the transitioning one way or other, or the hybrid form of it could be this flow back and forth. So my spectrum was very on the extreme basis. I'm now learning about sub-maximal loads, and as I said, trying to take a movement pattern. So for example, the movement pattern that is I most recognize within myself, my right shoulder is a little bit lower than my left hip sits a little bit higher than my right. So if you were to look at me from behind with my shirt off, you could see this curvature in my spine. You see my pelvis almost on a tilt, one leg longer than the other. Then other things come from that. One foot slaps, the other foot has a nice landing, smooth landing, almost silent. So all these things have played out. Now in speaking to that, I've had right shoulder issues. I'm essentially constantly contracted, shortened tissue here. So I've had a lot of right shoulder issues. A lot of the time, my left shoulder is the one that pops out though. And speaking to the hips, then it has been, for years now, left low back pain, and in using some more functional dynamic moves, it has a very grabby feeling, like the tissue there never wants to let go. Following that path down, you can take it to my adductors, the inside of my left thigh. Oftentimes is just, for lack of a better term, bound down, and it's like you're just pulling apart constantly, and it never really eases up. Having this conversation about sub-maximal load to essentially flush the system and try and take it to a place that I have not been. So today, I'm going to work through some soft tissue therapy, going through my right rib cage to try and get that a little bit more eased up. Go take that diagonal path from my right down to the left hip, and I'm going to work that soft tissue kind of through there. I'm going to mold that with some mobility stick work, and then I'm going to work through my sub-maximal loads today. I'm going to go into some of the lunge matrix cleans, some of the lunge matrix snatches, some of the SFT squats. And this is more of an experiment for myself because it's something that I want to start bringing into my practice, as well as what I'm teaching myself to be able to do. I want to let go of the idea of there being an extreme here where I have to go heavy on my strength days and I have to lift, that 12 to 8 rep max. I want to let that go. I want to let go of thinking that, if my lungs aren't bursting on my cardio days, I didn't get a good workout. I want to let go of, because I'm not dripping sweat, that I didn't do enough. So I want to find this balance, and I'm learning that sub-maximal loads may be that balance. They give you the best of both worlds, as well as defining for yourself a new reality in how you move. So that's kind of what I'm going after today. If you've used sub-maximal loads, whether it's that lighter weight, more reps, moving through space, getting to touch your sphere, let me know. Let me know what your experience has been. If you're also a trainer that relates to the spectrum of, whenever I lift on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm always going pretty heavy on my leg, back, and chest days. and my bis and tris, yeah, that's super old school thinking. There's nothing wrong with it. It has its place, but you can't survive like that. That's not how you function. Are you deadlifting every single day? Like, what do your deadlifts look like? Are they always 200 pounds? Are you picking your child up? Is your child 200 pounds? So things to think about. I mean, I could go on and on. I'm still learning about this concept, but today I'm going to use it and apply it. Practical application is about today. That's what Saturday is for me. And so I'm going to explore. Let me know what your thoughts are. Sub-maximal loads. How do you use it? Have you ever used it? What does it look like for you in your practice? How do you basically flush the system, reorganize the way your fascia is being held within the body? Do you feel the same constant discomfort? Do you feel the same, man, my right shoulder is stronger than my left and my right leg does more than my left? There's a reason why. There's a reason why. Figure it out. Let me know. I really want to have this conversation with you. Have a great Saturday.